Hey, this is Kurt with AutoYIVE again, and today we're going to go over the generate blogs. The requirement here is a CSV file. So what is a CSV file? CSV file is nothing more, in this case, a file with three headers, all lowercase letters. First one is name, second is subdomain, and the third, description. Now, underneath each one, we're going to be putting in information about the blogs that we're wanting. So let's say that we're wanting to do, let's say some more camera blogs. So we could do the name could be all about cameras. And then the subdomain would be, let's say, all hyphen about hyphen cameras. And I'm double clicking to expand that out to the width. And I'm just going to copy the name over to the description for right now to make life a little bit easier. Now with this means I can create multiple blogs, especially if I have unlimited YiveSites. Unlimited YiveSites is, some people have purchased that in the past. So just to let you know, that's, if you have unlimited, you can make as many blogs as you want. So we're just going to add on to this. So how would we find out what would be some good names for cameras? So I'm just going to make a recommendation. I've used this quite a bit called Ubersuggest. So I'm going to sign in real quick. Neil Patel is the actual owner of this, so this is what I've been using. So I'm going to come down to keywords is what I'm looking at. And I want keyword ideas. So if I'm going to do something about cameras, I'm just going to type in my keyword cameras. And I'm going to choose search. Oh, let me click add here and then click search. So it's going to process and it's going to look for keywords or words that's going to help me basically build more blogs. So we have cameras Best Buy, cameras for the house, cameras on sale, cameras for streaming. So you could select everything and export it out to CSV, or you could check mark the ones that you want. I don't want cameras for sale, but cameras for the house, cameras for streaming, YouTube videos, that'd be a good one for beginners, with a flip screen, camera brands. Then you have this one has cameras Canon. I'm going to go ahead and select that. Oh, let's camera pictures, cameras with a viewfinder, camera reviews. Let's see here. Camera prices, maybe a good one. Cameras 360, that would be good. Cameras Polaroid, that's a brand name, maybe that would be good. So I'm just going to pick a couple of more here real quick. Flying camera, also known as a drone. And cameras Nikon, that would be good. And let me go ahead and choose camera Sony. That's a good one. I'm going to export to CSV, just export all. So it's created its own CSV, which I'm going to drag over here. So here are the keywords. These are all the keywords, not just the ones that we selected. So if we scroll down, we're going to notice that there's hundreds of them. We don't need that many, so what I'm going to do, if you want to create them for all, you can. That's almost 500 keywords or key phrases. I'm going to pare this down quite a bit. So I'm just going to stop right there and delete these. Yep. And then we can scroll back up and look what we have left over. So now these are the keywords. So we already, cameras is very generic, so I'm going to delete that row. And these are the keywords that I want to work with. So I'm just going to copy those. And I'm going to minimize this one. And I have this particular workbook, once again, I'm going to paste in those particular keywords. So we have cameras to vlog, cameras online, cameras for cars, cameras for kids, Google Nest cameras, cameras Walmart. I'm probably going to get rid of that one. Cameras for home, cameras for YouTube, get rid of Walmart. Photography, Olympus cameras, cameras Best Buy, and let me get rid of Best Buy one too. So that means I have 10 different blog names here that we can create, which is great because you're going to love this little trick. You can come here. I'm going to highlight this column. Actually, I'm going to copy it all as is, and I'm going to paste it here, and they're all pasted there. But the problem with is the subdomain cannot have any spaces. So how can we get around that? I'm going to highlight this column. I'm going to right click. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Control F. Find what, and we're not going to, in the sheet, and I'm going to look for a space and choose replace and replace with a hyphen. So I'm going to replace all. Boom, done. So if you notice, they're all hyphenated now. And then I can close that. So I'm just going to make that a lowercase c. So all of these are now hyphenated, which will work. You can only have hyphens or underscores. No other special characters in the subdomain. None whatsoever. So keep that in mind. So we have all about cameras, cameras to vlog, camera online, cameras for cars, cameras for kids, Google Nest cameras, cameras for home, cameras for YouTube, cameras for photography, Olympus cameras. And there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this and paste this here. Done. So now we have the name, the subdomain, and description. We just can't click save because what we have to do is do save as. And if you're doing this in Google Sheets, I can show you how to do this in Google Sheets too here in just a minute. So we're not going to save it in as an Excel because what we need is a CSV, comma delimited CSV. And then we're going to give it a name. And I'm just going to put camera blogs to make, and I'm putting today's date. February 2nd, 2022, and I'm going to click save. That's it. We're done. We're ready to create our blog. So we're going to come back over to YiveSites. I'm going to click on the icon for AutoYIVE. I'm going to go select the themes that I want. Let me do American Classic default. Let me go ahead and do a few of these here. So you could select as many as you want. And I'm going to not do these video or watch ones here. I'm going to skip over those. I'm going to come back, click on the CSV, and camera blogs to make. That's today's date. That's the one we want. Click generate. So now what's going to happen is it's going to start creating these blogs, randomizing the themes that we have selected, and then also randomizing the server number it's going on, which will give it a unique IP address as well. So now we have a unique IP address, we have a unique blog name, we have a unique server that it's going on. Every single one of these are going to be unique. Now for 10 blogs, this is probably going to take a few minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed things along here real quick. There we go. 10 blogs have been created. We can download the report. We can pull that up to actually see the actual domains that have been created. There they all are. Those are the blogs that have been created. So we should be good to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize this now, and I'm going to show you the exact same thing to do, but in Google Sheets. So I'm going to go to sheets.google.com, and I'm going to choose a blank sheet. I am going to cheat a little bit, because what I'm going to do is copy these 3 columns, because there's nothing special with that. I'm just showing you the exact same thing, how to do it inside of Google Sheets. Once you have your name and subdomain and description done, what you can do is come up to the top here, click on File, come down to Download, and then you're going to see comma separated values as well. So you can do this in Google Sheets or inside of Excel, totally up to you. But those are 2 options that I definitely wanted to show you, and it works the same, works identical. So whenever you export this out, we open this up, you're going to notice that I was able to open it up right inside of Google, inside of the Excel spreadsheet. Works the same. So remember to save them as CSV. So that is it. I appreciate your time. If you need anything else, please do not hesitate to reach out. Remember, we do have a Facebook group that you can join. Just look for AutoYIVE. Appreciate it.